Hey there. Well, I don't think I need to wait for anybody to get here, really, to talk about Z93 returning to Dayton. I don't know if this is a thing that's maybe going on. It seems like a lot of radio stations are owned by Clear Channel. So maybe this is going on in a lot of mid-sized cities. I about said big cities. Not a big city or a small city, mid-sized cities. Dayton-sized cities. Maybe Toledo. Maybe I don't know, Charleston, West Virginia, or something. I don't know, maybe Wheeling, West Virginia. Anyway, so Z93 was like just a flamethrower of a radio station in the 80s and 90s around here. I'm pretty sure it was the number one FM radio station for probably a decade. And then slowly, other stations' morning shows started to take over. Just competing rock stations got better. And then 9/11 happened. And then, like, news talk radio, AM radio. The number one station in Dayton for a while was the Cincinnati news talk station, 700 WLW. But I certainly listened to, probably middle school would have been my prime Z93 years. And people are going crazy right now. Like, single women in between 40 and 50 years old are just filling up bars. They've drug out some of the old DJs. Kim Ferris, the Fry Guy. They never had much of a morning show, or maybe I just wasn't a morning show listener. One very embarrassing thing that I did do was record the song Snow, or the song Informer by that guy Snow. They did like the top 8 songs every night. Good deal, Spud. That's what I'm about to do here in a second. So they'd play the top 8 songs every night, like every top 40 station or whatever, and I had my little miniature boom box and cassette loaded. You remember you could record, you had your blank cassette, you could record stuff off of the radio, and you didn't really have to wait until the top 8 at 8. They were playing Informer by Snow like every hour for sure, at least once an hour. But I had an entire cassette, one side filled up with Informer by Snow. Daddy Buckles himself. I'm sure my parents were really thrilled that I was listening to that song just nonstop. Uh-oh, what's Floppy getting into back there? Doesn't look good. You better not mess with them whiteboards, buddy. You better not. He's looking, he's more interested in the closet. So I didn't know if that was like, it's a weird time. I mean, it seems to be a hit right now on social media. You see pictures of bars and, just people that I know, friends or family or whatever, posting something about it. It seems to be a hit right now. I'm pretty sure it'll probably wear off pretty soon. They're going right back to top 40, except they're playing top 40 from when they were on top. So, like, I guess 85 through 95, anything that was top 40 then. Hey, what's up, Professor Joe? Just watched your Apollo 13 video here a little bit ago. It showed up on my front page. I've been trying to watch more movie stuff. I mentioned, like, I never get anything with movies, and you said your algorithm was just feeding you movie stuff all the time. So I purposely, watch some movie stuff, just trailers, give them a thumbs up, leave a comment, watched a couple of reviews, and it did work. I started to get some more movie stuff. Game of Thrones, oddly, that has resurfaced in the last couple of days. And then your review of Apollo 13. I always really loved Apollo 13. Watch that one over and over again. Yeah, it was a great movie, right? Very rewatchable, too, for whatever reason. What do you think made it rewatchable? Because I certainly watched that 3 or 4 times. And that was also good because I didn't really know the whole story when I watched it. Not that that's, like, probably the greatest historical... the music's good. Interesting. But it was like, I've heard of Apollo 13. I was like, yeah, what was the deal with that one again? So I was kind of, like, oh, okay. So the first time, it was a bit of a history lesson, I suppose. It's always the music, huh? Sometimes I hate it when movies throw in a bunch of good music. I'm like, probably your movie might suck. If you're going overboard on all these classic songs that we all love, maybe your movie stinks. But in that case, I think it was probably a good movie as well. All right, little monster. Halloween monster. Oh, you're going to be pissed. Rose is in your spot. Rose has got the good spot in the bed. He ain't going to like it. Well, that makes sense, though. That does make sense that I'm trying to think of some other movies I've rewatched a lot. I watched The Sixth Sense a lot. Dazed and Confused. Watched that one a lot. Old Yeller. Watched it a lot. Poltergeist. Watched it a lot. Rewatched Airplane recently. So, I don't know. It seems like this Z93 thing, this can't last long. I don't know what they're thinking. Maybe just like they're, hey, look, anything quickly to get anybody listen. I suppose sometimes at work there's an FM radio station on. That's about the only time. It is rare. Not long ago, I tried to find the Browns game on AM. Um, no, I did not check out Weapons, actually. No. Everybody keeps telling me to check out Task, though. I have watched The Chair, but I did not watch Weapons. Um, I'm pretty proud of myself for watching 2 episodes of The Chair, though. I don't know if I want to watch this. Is it called Task? I think that's the show. Ah, try that. Weapons. I'm just so disappointed sometimes in HBO. I'm like, yeah, it's probably going to be awesome for like 10 episodes, and then it's going to be horrible. But I definitely got to check them out both. What do you think of The Chair? It's kind of weird, right? It's funny, but also, like last week just made me want to pull my hair out. It's like, all right, man, we get it. This guy's neurotic or something, you know? There's a lot going on. He's got a lot going on. He's having trouble handling it. He's having a breakdown. The Chair Company, you're right. That is The Chair Company. And I got to say, when I saw that title and you see that opening scene, you're like, oh, okay, I guess he's going to work for the Chair Company. Not so fast. Seems like it's funny, though. And I've really become a big fan of Tim Robinson. I guess just with this show coming out, I've been back rewatching some of the old stuff. And so mostly hilarious. Every now and then, like a friend of mine pointed out, he's like, boy, but when a sketch misses, it is like the worst one ever. That's true. But he's also got some of the best ever. And also, I want to bust out recently. I'm sure there's probably some right here on YouTube, because I want to watch some Tales from the Crypt. I want to try to find the ones. I used to love that show. I don't know if I watched it live. It was probably a Sunday night HBO show. He does take some big swings, but sometimes they're awesome. The one that I watched recently here on YouTube was The Hat, and The Door. But Tales from the Crypt is like that's one show. I guess it wasn't real scary. Maybe it was at my age. I was pretty young. There was this one where these like teenagers or college kids go to a lake in the summer. You know, they're going to drink some beer, smoke some cigarettes, have some fun, hopefully have some sex. But one by one, this monster in the lake keeps getting them, and it's almost like a patch of moss or lily pads or like not seaweed, lakeweed or something, you know. I don't know what it is, but it's just this big green patch of something in the water, and it kind of moves, and one by one it gets them all. Yeah, that's what I think. I definitely have watched it, and as an adult, and it is even the Crypt Keeper, you know. Creep Show. Oh, you're right. There were 2 different ones: Tales from the Crypt and the Creep Show. Oh yeah, the Swamp Thing was really good. I remember that movie. That one was real. That was actually a really freaky movie as a kid. That scene, like, didn't they turn a guy into a pig or something? Man, that one used to freak me out. And then I could never tell, was the woman in that movie hot or not? As a kid, I wasn't sure. She was an older woman, but I'm like, I think she's hot. Is that Sigourney Weaver? Who was that lady in the Swamp Thing, the movie? Wasn't that based on a comic book or something? I think the Swamp Thing. Anyways, that was a weird one. It was good though. I did like the Swamp Thing. It was on regular TV a lot. They'd replay that one. In Tales from the Crypt, there was another one where this girl. There's a lot of like recognizable actors in it. Maybe like the guy from Harry and the Hendersons or something. Yeah, I think it was too, Spud, a comic book. Maybe the guy from like Harry and the Hendersons or something was in one. He was a professor, and one of his students, he taught like ancient Egypt, a class on ancient Egypt, I don't know, Egyptology or something, you know. Oh wow, it is the Creep Show, huh? Damn it. And then shit, well, I hope this one's not the Creep Show. He's one of the students somehow like brings back a mummy or something and puts on this crown. And then she became like Cleopatra or something, I think. And like her and the mummy killed the professor and like mummified him. And at the very end of the episode, I think like in class, she's actually got the professor as a mummy and everybody's all freaked out. That's a shame that was Creep Show. Let me look up Creep Show. You probably remember. I definitely remember that title. Creep Show night. Ooh, that's awful old. 1982. Oh, you know what? I kind of remember. That animation there. Bad Wolf, The Finger Pool, Time is Tough, Night of the Paw, Skin Crawlers. Uh-oh, Lake Champlain. I wonder if that's it. Let's see. No, this is not it, actually. That said something about a lake. I figured that was it. Let me look a little more. Moms, Queen Bee, Skeletons. Oh, they stopped titling them. Oh, here's some more. Blue Doodles. Yeah, I don't see. Ooh, what's this? That looks a little bit like it. Something, but no, that's not it. Should have looked at the thumbnails maybe instead of reading titles. It's not doing much for me. But you know what? You must be right, Joe, because I am recognizing this animation from the Creep Show as well. But I loved those shows as a kid. I guess they were scary. I don't know. Creep Show 2. Was it a movie and not a show, or was it an ongoing show? The Raft. There you go. That sounds right. You're right. The Raft. See if that gets me anywhere. Add that to Creep Show. Oh, that's it. That is it. I'm looking at a thumbnail right here. Ugh. It's awful. Damn it. Yep, Creep Show 2, The Raft. I'll be damned. Oh. There must be some cold water. Those actors look cold. These girls look cold. They're not. Oh, yeah, this dude in the water looks like he's freezing. Maybe he's supposed to. Nice Speedo, dude. Ugh. Thing is nasty. It's going to get her. So cool. It's the Creep Show, huh? All right. Well, I'm glad I'd have kept looking. I'd have been looking all over for Tales from the Crypt. Maybe if I was looking for Tales from the Crypt, I might have eventually stumbled upon that. Maybe. I don't know. Who knows? Evil Dead was your jam? Yeah, there was a Tales from the Crypt as well. There's 2 separate shows. Yep. Hey, what's up, Brian? No Buckeyes today. So, I saw some scores from earlier. I think Michigan plays Michigan State tonight, maybe. I think I saw Alabama won. That's about it. The Browns play tomorrow, unfortunately. I thought that said cops, Spud. You said oops. I thought it said cops. I was like, cops? That's a scary show. Poltergeist may be one of my all-time favorite horrors. I was a big Freddy Krueger fan. Out of those, like Jason, Michael Myers is kind of awesome too. They possibly did, but the one I was definitely thinking of was The Raft from the Creep Show. That was it. I don't know about the. Oh, cool. Who'd Auburn beat? Who they battling last place for? Who is the other worst place team? Seems like they want to rank every team in that conference. I don't remember that one, Spud. Spud? Even sometimes I hear my own accent. Oh, okay. Arky. That makes sense. They're pretty bad. They've almost never been good. That one guy, what was his name? Roger Mallett? Ryan Mallett. Ryan Mallett. Arkansas had Ryan Mallett. They were okay. Some decent teams. Oh, then they had McFadden and Jones, running back named Jones. Did Stephen King write all of the Creep Show or just some of it? Oh, that's right. He died. You're right. Damn, I forgot Ryan Mallett died. Damn. What's up with this Doug Martin story? That was kind of crazy. Stephen King played in the show. Oh, okay. I don't remember that. Hmm. Christine, probably my favorite Stephen King. I think. I think. Pet Cemetery, also very good. He's got a couple of classics. So I'd say probably, man, maybe when I was a kid I liked Freddy more, but now I think I'm liking Michael Myers more. I don't know. Can I still? Oh, cool. They're going to let me do that today. Cool. I'm still right here. Don't worry. The Long Walk from what? I don't know The Long Walk, David. I've seen a lot. He had some cheesy ones too. The Silver Bullet, maybe. But normally I watch several. I guess it starts with Halloween, then you go into Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year. My movie watching will ramp up this time of year, but once again, it's always an old one. Oh, I heard somebody recently talking about that spread. I don't know that movie though. Oh, it's the latest movie from King, huh? Ooh, he's still doing it, huh? He's not just going to college football games in Maine. I think I'm gonna bring that up every time Stephen King or Maine gets brought up. Wow, it was the first book he wrote, and now he's making a movie, huh? All these years later, if they finally trust him, you know what? This might be a good movie. I mean, yeah, I think his movies were, well, I don't know. I don't know if some of them early 80s ones or some of those 80s ones were considered cheesy or not. Was Christine considered cheesy? Thought that shit was awesome. Ah, nice. He didn't direct. Okay. He just writes, basically, the main story, and then other people take over. Doesn't he sometimes cameo in these movies? Can't remember. I watched some of the latest on George R. Martin. I guess about once a year I check in on the Winds of Winter. Still allegedly coming. We don't know though. Got a damn speaker in my way. All right. Oh, damn, you're right. I forgot about Rudy Johnson. Damn. Hey, what's up, Nolan? I thought he did. He at least cameoed in some of them, I thought. Um, Pet Cemetery, maybe as well. Now, Pet Cemetery, I don't know if that was a good movie. Now, that one might have been not so good. But I'm going with Christine was a good movie. Okay. Oh, okay. So that one was cheesy. I thought that's what you meant. I didn't know if you meant that or just overall everything. Overall, everywhere, everything at once is cheesy. Hmm. I don't think I know this one. The Creepshow, the Stephen King version of whatever you want to call that, some kind of biological life becoming a monster. Maybe. Flacco will eventually break hearts, though. Maybe not, though. They don't have to count on him the rest of the ride. Burrow will be back at some point, but Flacco ain't gonna. Yeah. Hopefully, if he can keep him in contention, I guess cool. I don't know. We'll see. I know everybody was really excited about Flacco, but yeah, I've been there. Although I did always kind of know, like, this isn't going to end well. It's like, there's no way this is some miracle story where he takes his team to the Super Bowl. And yeah, no, he did not. But maybe he can keep the Bengals floating above water until Joe B gets back. Hell, if he keeps playing like he did last week, they may not want Joe B back. I guess I'll try the Browns tomorrow. I don't know. I'll give it a shot. And if it starts out ugly, I'm bailing. Yeah, I think, Brian, you're probably right. Um, do they play the Yeah, I forget who they play. I don't know if was it the Jets. Is it possibly the Giants? Patriots. Ah, that's right. Then the Jets. They play the Patriots, then the Jets the following week or a couple weeks. They finally got a bye week coming up. Oh, that's right. Lamar out yet another week. Ooh, Eagles and Giants, huh? The heck was that? Hey, what's up, Jerry? Yeah, the Colts are playing well right now. Well, Z93 and Tales from the Crypt is about all I got. And then turns out Tales from the Crypt was partly Creep Show, which I had nothing on. I Also, is that House of the Dragon coming back or something? I don't like Game of Thrones all of a sudden it's hot on my algorithm. I don't know. Was an anniversary or something? The third Freddy was the best? I'd have trouble telling them apart. I feel like Freddy 2 was the worst, though, right? Wasn't it real bad? Nightmare on Elm Street 2? And maybe you're right. Maybe May 3 it bounced back and then just gradually got crazy. The one was all right. He was kind of a new thing. The claw, that's always going to be pretty iconic. Kind of like the mask. The mask, both Jason and Michael Myers, pretty iconic masks. Chucky a little later, Child's Play. That was kind of a different thing. The doll, it worked though. You know, that seemed probably whoever, I don't know who dropped that idea, but they were like, wait a minute, a possessed doll. It's going to be scary. Evil Dead 2 is the good one, huh? One of those rare ones. What was that one I said I watched recently? The zombie movie with Woody. Zombieland. That was a pretty easy watch. That was pretty good. Not scary at all. Pretty gory. I think it was originally in 3D, it seemed like. That was a pretty easy watch, though. Yeah, I've heard that before, Brian, that it was just a Shatner mask that they painted white. Yeah, and sometimes I look at it and you're like, yeah, I kind of can see a Shatner. Like a 1970s, early 80s Shatner. Mm-hmm. I have heard that. I think it's true. Why not? I don't know about, was the hair? Was that Shatner's hair? I've heard it before. I'm going to say it's true. Let's see what we got. What? What the fuck do I keep doing? Okay, it says it is a modified William Shatner mask from Star Trek. All right. Given larger eye holes, had its hair teased out. Yeah. Cool. Well, that's a more modern picture of Shatner. There we go. That looks more like it. Yeah, I see it there. They side by sided it with a William Shatner Star Trek mask. And yeah, cool. I was Buckethead once for Halloween. Still have the Michael Myers mask that went along with the Buckethead. I think I got a Freddy glove around here somewhere. I don't know whatever happened to the Freddy glove, but I have one. I think. Maybe not anymore. Could have broken it. Mary might have taken it away from me at some point when we got the cats. Kind of having a vague memory of that. My new thing is I took one of the whiteboards and I rolled it up and took some tape, made like a baseball bat, and I've been taking the cat toys and tossing them up in the air and fucking ripping line drives all over the house, guys. Turns out I'm better left-handed too. Oh, I'm just driving the ball right up the middle left-handed. Hit a couple dingers. Several strikes though, I'll say. I haven't struck out yet, but tried to lay down a couple bunts. That's hard to do when you're tossing it up in the air to yourself. I had a lot of fishing trips as a kid that ended with me going and finding a stick and then just tossing rocks up and hitting them across the river. If it was a wide enough river, that was fun. There's this one spot, like on the other side of the river, there's almost like a cliffside, and it wasn't, don't get me wrong, it wasn't the Grand Canyon. It was like a wallish, it was a cliffside over there, but it probably only 15 to 25 feet maybe. But it was like real tight right up on the river. And definitely could smoke one over the river. If you could get it up on top over the wall, home run. Anybody else ever do that? No, it's just actually hasn't been the squeaky toys. It's been mostly the stuffed mice, the mousies, the Mises. It is whiteboard baseball. Mary's always like ducking every time. I'm like, I'm hitting them right up the middle. I told her I rarely pull the ball, so you're safe. I have to record a couple. I got a sweet stroke still. It's one thing I can still do. If they're around, oh yeah, they usually bail. They get the hell out of the room. But when Rose was up in the tree earlier, I was trying my hardest, just hit a line drive right at her. All right, enough with that. Enough with that nonsense. I don't know where. Oh, nice. That would be cool, Spud. I'm out into the pond. Oh, a table leg would be perfect, actually. Kind of a bummer, no Halloween show this year. I guess apparently maybe King Gizzard's not a jam band after all, because they're not going to do a Halloween costume show. Do they not know that that's a thing? If you're playing around this time, you got to do a Halloween show, cover somebody. I know it's fun, right, Spud? I remember I had a friend who wasn't very good at it. He just would get bored quickly. I'd be like, "Come on, dude, you're just pissed because you can't hit one across." I've been making these big giant salads. Mary gets the spring mix. I love spring mix, but she buys like the biggest, most giant container they have. So, that stuff goes pretty quick. So I've been eating these salads that are just like, this is the biggest bowl we have. There's some croutons in there, a little Parmesan, some Italian dressing. It is awesome, I'll say. It's like I'm like a giant rabbit. Even have a giant fork I use. I ate one last night kind of late though, and man was I I don't know, I must have eaten it maybe about this time. It was probably about 9 o'clock last night. And then I was about, I don't know, sometime after midnight, I was still like just wide awake. There was, David. It sounds like we're about to get a whole bunch of new material. Yeah, Nolan, they were. I watched most of them. I completed the Melbourne show. Well, it's kind of rough, 5 a.m. They probably got another show in the morning, right? Got my monitor and keyboard pushed over there. I got the television right here. I was doubling up recently. Watching multiple games or Oh, okay, nothing until Halloween. Damn, I guess I was wrong. Huh. In Manchester, then a couple in London. You got one. They got an orchestra show in Paris. Well, that robbery, that jewel theft was pretty wild, huh? It's definitely like something out of a movie. Pretty wild. Um, ooh, another festival said they finally uploaded one of the orchestra shows, so I was able to hear a good version finally for the first time. Not that everything sold out, basically. Wow, except for the Manchester show. What is that? A big one? I'm surprised that's not sold out yet. Tickets available. If you're in Manchester, UK. Oh, is he all right? The world, I'm not. Although I did watch, I watched Game 7 the other night, and then I watched, I guess about a week ago now, and I did watch a little bit of Game 1, but no, I don't have it on just yet. I should turn it on, though. You're right, Nolan. That's what got me in the mood, obviously, to make the whiteboard baseball bat and hit cat toys around the house. Man, I wish I had a cat toy in here. I'd show you my stroke. I look like a young Ken Griffey Jr., really, left-handed. I got any toys in here? They're all out there. Probably choke under pressure, though. Wouldn't be able to make good, solid contact in front of you guys. This is the bat, though. Here's lefty. It's weird it's left-handed when it seems like your right hand is what's controlling the ball. Don't be confused if you're flipped around there on YouTube. Not bad. All right. You got Randy Myers on the mound, Mr. Mello, Cincinnati Reds lefty. Got lefty on lefty. Look at that. That's a beautiful swing. I'm trying to find a mouse around here, a little toy or something. I'll be right back. Rose is out there. Ooh, maybe I can get it right out. I ain't got a lot of room in here, I'll say. That's all right, though. I'm under pressure. Got tight quarters. We're live. I get 3 strikes, though. This is baseball, however. That's all right. I ain't going to need 3. I'm going to rip one right at the middle and hit that phone. Over the phone. See what I mean, though? Every time. Boom, right up the middle. Base hit. Man on second. Scored easily. All right, guys. Boom. Thanks for humoring me. I don't know when that started either, Spud. I didn't change anything in my YouTube settings. I'm still using the same app, the same phone. I don't know. It didn't used to be that way. It's weird. Thank God I don't do the whiteboards live. I think if I did the other one, though, maybe I just couldn't use my selfie cam. I'm sure it has something to do with using the selfie cam. But never used to do that. Well, Spud and Nolan, Brian, thank you guys for stopping by. Cheese spread. Triple, huh? All right. Might have gotten in between the outfielders. All right, guys. Boom. I'm out of here. I can't go back and look at the chat now. It's all over. Boom. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm going to continue to try and live stream more. Knock the rust off. I say I'm not going to watch the Browns tomorrow, but maybe I'll watch the Browns tomorrow, and maybe I'll stream a little bit during the game. Boom. Thank you, guys. We'll see you. Have a good night. Tell Bon Bon I said hi, Spud. Boom, Brian.